Good morning. Hello, hello. Hi everyone. Hi Watson. Hi Cube Gift. Let's get started. So, yesterday I had a shitty day. I almost erased all my profits for this month and I'm a bit discouraged. And yeah, there's not much more I can say. We're having a very choppy market, and even though in previous days and weeks we have managed to be profitable during it, it's just, yeah, yesterday I was just in a bad place, I guess. For some reason, I wouldn't accept the loss and I kept on trading and I was breaking all my rules. I had only one thing in mind: bullish, relative equal highs. I wouldn't accept anything else. Meanwhile, I was seeing inversion fair value gaps, shorting opportunities, and now I'm very frustrated because we had a very beautiful shorting opportunity starting 1 o'clock and I didn't take it. I tried to long it. I lost a lot of my profits. Now I have to recover from it, and psychologically, it's gonna be a challenge in itself. But it is what it is. We have to move forward, and I'll try to manage my risk properly and be careful. But yeah, let's see how today is gonna be, because right now, looking at it, on a daily we have a BC and a CB. So we're in a 50-50 type of situation where we have relative equal lows and we have relative equal highs. Right now the market is gonna have to decide what's gonna happen. There's nothing we can do to force it. God knows I tried yesterday. And honestly, right now I still see that scenario of phantom peaks, bullish breaker plus fair value gap, and target would be relative equal highs. But looking at this, we don't have many inefficiencies, right? We didn't leave like this fair value gap was barely touched, bearish. This one, we're trading aside this fair value gap until we take the Asian highs. Asia highs. If today we don't take Asian highs, it means that we're bearish because we're respecting this 1 hour CB. So yeah, it's just we're in that weird place where the market is gonna have to decide a trend, because we have formed a lot of relative equal lows, a lot of liquidity we have here. And yeah, so far the bearish scenario is playing out. I was trying to force it, but we have 1 hour CB, we have traded it in the middle of it. Now we're becoming bearish. We took the high, we touched the new week opening gap, and now we're turning bearish. For some reason I still want to long it because of this bullish breaker, but we have relative equal lows and relative equal lows, so I want to be bullish. However, we have a lot of reasons to be bearish as well. Like you have bullish PDRAs and you have a bearish market structure. The market structure would be, we took this swing low, if you can name it a swing low, even though that's not the reason I don't see a proper swing on the daily. This would be one, or this would be one, and we took it, right? So this should be an inversion fair value gap in the future. However, we have this inversion fair value gap here as well. Like we have so many conflicting PD arrays that finding a proper bias, it's difficult. And we are inside the CB. We're respecting all the bearish PD arrays. We're not respecting the bullish ones, only on the higher time frame. However, now we are in a discount, right? Because we opened here, we formed the Judah swing. So by definition, why would this not be a long? And this is what I've tried this morning as well, tilted from yesterday. I want to long it, I want to catch the bottom end of this week, and I want to ride it out until higher, maybe all-time highs, but my initial target would be 650. Well, I got chopped out this morning. So yeah, mentally I'm not in the right place. I still want to stream because I would feel a fraud, and I would feel that I'm lying to people if I don't show them my losses, my drawdowns, my bad periods. But this is one, and right now we're in a very difficult spot where I can recover slowly and learn from it, or I can dig a deeper hole. And yeah, this is what trading is when you're not disciplined and you don't follow rules. It's a learning process, and that's about it. Right now, price can go either way. Asian range is huge. It's huge. So we can take this relative equal lows and then some more. We can take all-time highs. So if today wants to give, it can give. Will it? Or are we going to be stuck in this range? If I would flip a coin without looking at other indices, I would just short Nasdaq right now. Inversion for value gap, 2 CBs on a 5-minute, 15-minute. Yeah, I would just go short right now. And this 1 minute as well. What? We're in a bullish daily fair value gap, and this is a breaker. So are you fighting the trend? Now, considering how longs have failed for the past 48 hours, I'm starting to think of that bearish scenario. But how do you know this is not just a manipulation? We're gathering longs in order to reach the highs. Meanwhile, you have relative equal lows here as well. Let's try it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The high. Did we touch this? Yeah, we did. Basically, the idea is I'm shorting this in order to tag the relative equal lows. And maybe it can come higher later if it wants to, but I see a lot of volume imbalances here as well. And this is a CB. So at the open, if it wants to do whatever, I wanna be inside the move. It's a 50-50 type of scenario. Like right now, literally, we're in the middle of the range. And the Asia range as well. Let me cancel the SD lines. Didn't work. Yeah, so at the open, it can just do whatever it wants. And it did. We tried it. And we're having a bit of confliction with ES and Dow. Let's go back to Nasdaq. We're above midnight and 8:30 open. Very difficult to put a trade right now. You have a gap to fill, but it's very close. and we're stuck inside the Asia range. We have some news at 10 o'clock, but mm, nothing major. We're attacking Asian highs, and then the next targets would be 625. But if we take the Asian highs, we're gonna be bullish. So I like the 4 hours forming, basically confirming our bullishness. I will consider buying ES if I see the Nasdaq just running. Just wait a bit. What I'm thinking is if this becomes a bullish breaker with these two relative equal highs, um, very interesting on Nasdaq. I have this, but we have a volume imbalance here. Basically, the scenario would be for us to turn this candle bullish and take the high. That's why we are buying early. Actually, we're a bit too. Yeah, I'm just minimizing the risk. This is a bullish breaker. Oop. Equal lows here. Volume imbalance. Trying to see if we can short the first presentation for a valid gap and attack these three relative equal lows. But the market is very difficult. And I'm over trading, obviously, as you can notice. Yeah, I'm not in a good space. I'm going long with the highs, I'm going short with the lows. I'm not gonna buy those fair value gaps. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. I'm already chasing the price, so might as well take a breather. Let's see how Nasdaq is gonna trade here. We see ES being more bullish, so if one of them is gonna run, the other one might be a bit late. Let's see what's the scenario that's gonna play out. Yep. Right now you cannot be long. And if I want to short it here, I have a small fair value gap over here. Shorting was a good idea, I guess. Sad. As much as I want to chase the price. Mhm. We're in. Let's see if it's just gonna flip on us or not. My idea is that we have relative equal lows, volume imbalances, and Asian low. I mean, as you can see, right now the price is just doing its thing. Very volatile. What a shit show. There is a scenario where they can still take my stop loss and still drop it. Now that I'm thinking, like, realistically, the stop loss should be above this breaker. This is a bearish breaker. Now, inversion fair value gap, bullish fair value gap. At the lows, we took the low, turtle soup. Like, this is what I'm thinking. So many conflicting biases, so many conflicting PDRAs. Uh, we have relative equal highs and relative equal lows. We took the Asian high, but we have this and this too. So right now, this can be just a buy. Yeah. Seek and destroy. Yeah, it's just you look at the 15 minutes and you have this, and the 5 minutes is something else. It's just now you're realizing we were actually in a very good market considering what's happening. Be ridiculous for us to turn bearish again, but possible. Very possible. Right now, after all this price action, my early target would be here. And I would add as well if that confirms, but Not with this price action for sure. Yeah, man. My experience and intuition says we're gonna turn bearish, but I see bullish PDRAs. I'm gonna go long. The fact that it's struggling to go higher uh, looks shady manipulation. Close eyes. And we have news at 10 o'clock. Yeah, the price should be running by now. If you want to be bullish and reach 625. Now it's stagnating. It's a high resistance liquidity run, if anything. A lot of shorts here though from yesterday. Very, very bad price action. Mhm. None of the candles can just close bullish. It has retractions. Yeah, nothing we can do. It's a high resistance liquidity run if that liquidity run is gonna happen. And yeah, we cannot just do anything. We cannot force it. Now this is an inversion fair value gap, so you can just chop inside of it until they decide what's gonna happen with the trend. Mhm. Like I don't like this liquidity that we left here. So even though we look to be bearish and we are in a bullish fair value gap, I'm just having my reservations. So far, the 1 hour says the bullish story, bullish breaker, bullish BC. Selling is not a good idea. You don't have PD arrays for selling yet on the small time frames. You need to be patient. Yep, better. Now this is a CB as well. We took this high, trading above inside this new week opening gap. Basically, we took all these relative equal highs. Now turns bearish. Very ugly price action. Might check myself out. Took a lot of heights, but see, we really didn't took sell side. Just very shallow. These three are intact. It's 20, 10:20, 10:30 soon. Usually the trend is established by then. Yep. Join the club, buddy. Back down, goes back up. That's why as the move was happening, I was waiting. Maybe we can add, but there's no way we can add in this market. Can be one of those moves. Um, it's gonna happen, but it's gonna be in a high resistance, taking violent turns, and just yeah, as it did now, came back down, took some more liquidity. Gives you this feeling of confusion on if you're on the good side of the trade or not. This can be a potential bullish breaker. We just need to close above it. Mm-hmm. If we close above the high on the 5 minute, we can say the trend is there. We need to close above though. Above this fair value gap would be ideal. 534. I don't mind adding afterwards, as my stop loss I think would protect me. I would basically place my stop loss around my entry. Yeah. Now we just need a PD array like this inversion, fair value gap. I don't mind buying into it if that's gonna materialize at 541, or just a green fair value gap would help as well. Yeah, we just need to close to reach 540 first. I'm not adding anything now. Yeah, just because of this. It feels like buying at the high if I'm gonna add anything now. I don't want to do that. Or moving my stop loss afraid of some micro candle going crazy. Obviously, shorts from yesterday, all these shorts, they keep on hammering the sell button now. We haven't closed above. As you can notice, only weeks. Week, week, week. We need to close above the new week opening up. Nice. 540 would confirm our move. Moving to break even. Yep, yep. That's what you want to see. Okay, I'm buying this. If it's coming back down. Looks very bullish though. move it at 504 below this order block. You should reach this fair value gap if it wants to go higher. I'm a bit down. Come on, baby. Okay. At any point, this can switch and not respect these PD arrays. But I'm considering the fact that we have relatively cool heights yesterday, we fell short of that. I want to provide more space, and this is a fair value gap. This can be a breakaway gap, and if it wants to come back down into this 5 minute, we have this fair value gap as well. And this is an inversion fair value gap, and our stop is placed below this. So in order for trend to continue, we should be safe and our stop loss should not be touched. However, it's a crazy market, so he's gonna do whatever he wants to do at the end of the day. Our real test is 573 now. So yeah, 574 is the high of this 1 minute CB, and this inversion fair value gap here as well. Like that's why the price action is like this. Moving very slow, and that's something I don't like. Let's say daily looks good. Closing this 5 minute bullish would be nice. Yeah. Amazing. Now we have this fair value gap here as well. All life for this to be respected. This is an inversion fair value gap for the 5 minute candle. I don't mind this being a breakaway gap as long as it's gonna run, but yeah. I'm trying to look at all the PDRAs and adjust my stop loss accordingly. One hour tells us the story that we can still turn bearish if we want. This is a very small breaker, bullish breaker, so I don't want to lay all my eggs in one basket. But right now we're having relative equal highs. Phantom peaks are at play. Like so many reasons why this should work out. It's just the market that we're in. That's a problem. This is a 15-minute CB. Taking the high of it would give more conviction to our bullish day. Yeah, it's just one of those days. It's one of those weeks, I'm not gonna lie to you. Now it's turning bearish. We have untouched fair value gap. I don't like how this is moving. It's too slow. Too slow. And a volume imbalance on the 5 minute. I don't like this one either. Catching 11 o'clock around the highs would be ideal, but yeah, the next 30 minutes are important exactly for this. Or trading inside an inversion for value gap in a 5 minute PC. They should stay bullish. Right. I'll grab some water. Mm. This is taking too long. Let's see that 555. That would be nice. That would confirm that this BC is taken into consideration for price action. ES and Dow are lagging, are bearish somehow. I mean, ES not as much, but it showed signs. I see a CB, an inversion for a value gap. Like I see a lot of reasons, and the signatures are there. Volume imbalance, no speed. I can see a reversal happening. Difficult to stay positive in this market. Relative equal lows. Right, yes. These two are relative equal lows on E mini. Coming. Touch this inversion for value gap. And this one forming. Not good. I believe an aggressive rand candle is coming. Unless they really decide to turn bullish right now, which I doubt. Yep. We're gonna see these lows soon. Right now, only the Nasdaq is leading towards bullish. ES already has a lot of bearish PDRAs, breakers, CBs. Right now, we're trading aside this inversion for a value gap. Let's see if they want to turn it. Taking the high, obviously, with invalidated. Nice closing of the 15 candle. Closed it bullish. We came back down into this inversion fair value gap, and then we closed bullish. Off to break even because we took the high. Coming back to the lows now, it would mean it would make this a bearish breaker. So we don't want to see that anymore. We want to see 555 being taken. Otherwise, it's just a trap for the longs. They're trying to buy now, and then they're gonna flip it basically. Price action is not clean, that's for sure. We have SMT with yes for bearishness. If they want to show us the lows, I'm not gonna be interested in shorting. I'll be honest. I'm gonna watch. It's unfortunate because we can see the price sitting at the highs, but we cannot really add anything. So yeah, 555 would really do it for me. Would confirm our bullish scenario, and I'll be just be comfortable to stay away from the screens and just wait for the move to happen, because this is very difficult to watch. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah. Yeah, you're just focusing too much. Imagine I have four screens. It's just taking a toll on me. Also, with the day that I had yesterday, having a win today would really help me. Already down a lot, so only this move would make it right. AC, yes, I do, but my door is closed right now. My girlfriend is sleeping. What a shitty day. What a shitty week. Mm. Come on, boy, go higher. I don't believe that's the case. As the time is passing by, I believe they're just waiting for the 1 hour to close inside this CB. And that's not a good news. Because basically what we did, we took the low, now we're trading at a high inside this CB. As far as we stay inside this candle, we can still be bearish. So the fact that they're waiting so long. This is an inversion fair value gap as well. Double trouble. Yeah, I still see us going lower without any problems. Even take the low and come back higher tomorrow, but I don't believe if we take the low, I don't believe when I believe we're just gonna take these relatively good lows. Mm-hmm. Yeah, take the lows. Not really bullish now, is it? Take until Dow starts going to the highs. I don't believe anyone would follow because Dow is the only one that has to reach all-time highs. Is the closest one that hasn't reached all-time highs. So Dow is the only reason why we're here still. Beautiful. Let's see that 555. It's a high resistance liquidity run for sure. Not good. What a tease. It's incredible. If not for the drawdown that we have, I would just be out already and just let it do its thing. Being in drawdown is the only reason why I'm still in this trade. Dow is turning bullish. So all of that would be nice, but it looks so far away. Like we did so much damage to the downside. We don't even know if it's gonna happen today. On Nasdaq, on ES, yeah, I would like for the price to happen today. I would not feel comfortable just leaving the price overnight like this. It's too. It's not enough range. Like only for 100 points, 50 points. No. We're closing the hour. Important candle coming. Yeah. Goodbye, bulls. Mhm. See what I was saying about the 1 hour candle. Now we're still bullish. This is a CB. And a CB is more important than a 15 minutes. And also in the 15-minute range, we're still in target. We can still be bearish because of this candle. Yeah. The only thing holding the price right now is this inversion fair value gap and a breaker. But we have equal lows down here, so I think that's the next target. Fair value gap. And the target would be my stop loss. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So far, this is holding, showing signs of weakness. Mm-hmm. See, there's any version for value gap. And a CB. Like for me, this is the short. It happened fast and furious. Relative equal lows, guys. That's all I'm looking. Relative equal lows. But I have a good long position, and we have an inversion fair value gap on the 15 minute, on the 5 minute actually, and relative equal highs as well. So I'll respect the higher time frame and respect my long position and hold on to it, stick to it. If it's gonna happen, we're gonna take notes of it and we're gonna learn. Yeah, all I see is bearishness. Mm. That's it, guys. I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm gonna let the play run. I believe we're gonna be stopped out. We spend a lot of time at the highs, meanwhile we have relative equal lows. So yeah, it is what it is. There's nothing else I can do. Yeah, I'll try to find the mental fortitude and be here tomorrow. But yeah, mentally I'm exhausted. Exhausted, honestly. Being in drawdown and having no trendy days. The worst feeling ever. Mentally I'm punishing myself for putting me in this position. Even at the open I just traded like a lunatic. But yeah, have a nice day. Thank you very much for being here and see you tomorrow. Peace.